Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm just going to cover real quick a little bit about Bitcoin miners and why I invest in them instead of Bitcoin itself. I'm shooting this in my kitchen because my lovely wife is watching repeats of MasterChef. Come on, I've got some notes with me just about the topics we're going to cover today. I've got my daughter's lovely cuddly toy and we're ready to go. Okay, let's hit it. So my main concern actually with Bitcoin exchanges are the hacks that have been going on, right? You know, you've got a lot of money tied up in hot storage, so which is online, but even if you've got cold storage offline in like a key, in a hard drive somewhere, you can actually lose your key. Like, think how often you lose your front door key. That's happened to me probably already once in my lifetime. So the thought of losing, something of value that's in some sort of data storage is actually quite terrifying. There's been cases where people have thrown away their key or exchanges have been kind of locked out or lost. The second reason I wouldn't invest directly into Bitcoin itself is just the opportunity for fraud. There's just so many different frauds out there. I myself was targeted for one. I don't know if many of you were around when BitConnect was being, touted around, or should I say BitConnect? Some of you will get that, a lot of you won't. But basically what they're doing, they're saying, lend us your Bitcoin and we'll give you a 1% per day return on it. The catch was you couldn't cash it out for 30 days or something. There was something really dodgy with the liquidity of it. Obviously, the return on that 1% a day compounded is just crazy. It's just it's just basically a massive fraud. There's also another fraud where there's this lady going around claiming to create a Bitcoin killer. She raised loads of money globally and then disappeared. Really interesting. I'll try and bring up the link somewhere. Another gripe of mine with Bitcoin is actually it's not my area of expertise. I looked up different coins. There's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, also called Ether, XRP, Binance Coin. The last two I'd never heard of until about 30 minutes ago. It's not my area of expertise. How do I know that mining one coin is better than another? So how do I know that if I was to invest in Bitcoin that wouldn't be obsolete tomorrow? I don't. That's not my area of expertise. So, when you go with sort of cryptocurrency miners or Bitcoin miners, they're much closer to the action. They have an understanding of where the value could go potentially in different coins. So which ones might be better to mine now and today and to hold onto, and at what point do you sell down as well. As a real retail investor, if I were to buy Bitcoin, I just don't know, would it go to zero tomorrow or would it go to, I don't know, to the moon basically. There's a lot of uncertainty in Bitcoin. So another reason why I like Bitcoin miners or cryptocurrency miners over Bitcoin or cryptocurrency itself is just because I'm thinking about the worst case scenario. So the worst case scenario is that Bitcoin goes to zero, all value is completely lost. Whilst I guess with the miners, what will happen is that at least you've got the rig, so you'll probably get 5-10% of your value back. And in the worst case, they can pivot their business model, or at least they say they can, to sort of cloud computing. You've still got the mining rigs there. You've got the setup there, some kind of physical assets. So yeah, you'll probably lose the majority of your investment, but you'll get probably something back rather than zero. It's kind of my thinking of the worst case scenario. And obviously on the upside, you've got a few undervalued miners in the market at the moment. There's a guy called Matthias, and he does a lot of looking at undervalued mining assets, including that. He's done a big piece on Argo blockchain, of which I have a bit of a holding in, and that's quite exciting in itself. So let me know if this video was at all useful. As I said myself, my play on Bitcoin is through Bitcoin miners, cryptocurrency miners. I don't know if Bitcoin is going to zero tomorrow or if it's going to the moon. It looks like to the moon as of the 2nd of Jan 2021. Hold your breath, it might pull back suddenly in a few days time. But we're everyone's waited on it with bated breath. There's a strong reasons to be bullish. I think a lot of institutions are finally coming off the sidelines. So you've got the likes of PayPal going to be launching this year. You've got also Ruffer Investment Trust, who've actually cashed in some of their gold holdings for Bitcoin, which to me is a bit bizarre because the way they correlate is completely different. It's just like, it's not a really gold proxy. It is a kind of value store, but it's almost like options trading or just like a really high risk asset, as far as I can see. But you know, that's a bit of a spiel at the end. Sorry, I'm waffling. Okay, take care, bye. I've got a cuddly toy to keep me occupied. Not sure.